y'all say, y'all? Peace and Palo Santo Sticks. It's your girl, Divinely Lika. Hope everybody's feeling amazing. So I do want to start off doing something a little different. I kind of do this off camera, but I kind of felt like I'm doing it on camera today. Because I want you all to clear your energy with me as I channel and tap into your energy. So, without any further ado, we're going to get into it. So what I want everybody to do is to breathe. Take a deep breath. Hold for 4 seconds. And we're exhaling all the bullshit, all negative energy that we've accumulated throughout the day, interacting with different people. Take another one. Hold for 4 seconds. And blow it out. No cute breaths. We're done. Blow that out. Blow it out. Clearing all energy that is not welcome from our auric fields, from our space, from our minds. I hope y'all did that with me. All right, so I wanted to clear my space, clear my energy, make sure it's good for you all. I've had quite a weekend. It was my son's birthday weekend, so the girl been a little busy. Okay, so I guess this is the deck I'm channeling from. It wasn't my intentions, but that's what I grabbed. So we'll go for it. I don't really believe in coincidences, so let's do it. Divine Spirit, Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Cosmic Family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. Clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time right now? What is it that their spirit guides, their higher self, want them to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye being sent my way or to the way of my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender magnified and bind it to them. Any dark magic, evil eye being sent to my collective, to the divine collective and their loved ones, I ask that you return it back to sender magnified and bind it to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across, and protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition and get further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. So let's see what's going on. What's going on? Let's see what's going on. So that the universe and the divine spirit guides want the collective to hear and know the most at this time. We have Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. So when I heard that, as soon as I heard that, it kind of took me back to another reading where I've been seeing a lot of people who have closed out toxic connections, toxic friendships, got themselves out of toxic environments. You can be mistaking your peace with boredom. You know, when you're used to being in chaotic environments, you're used to getting hits of dopamine off of somebody, you know, getting you worked up or getting you anxious or whatever the hell it may be. It can says shift your perception and hold the space. Okay, so take those. Yeah, so when you're used to being in a chaotic environment, you're used to your dopamine levels being high because of just the push and pull energy of being with somebody that maybe makes you question yourself or makes you question if they're cheating or whatever it may be. And then you come out of a space where now you're actually at peace. There's nobody causing you any drama, any anxiety. It can feel like boredom. But you know what? That's just the beginning parts of it. And it's really just about your perception. It seems like it's boredom. And that's why we have the next card is shift your perception. We have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And then we have air guardian, shift your perception. Air guardian. So a lot of you may be, I also am hearing that I may be speaking to a lot of somebody that has a lot of air in their chart. You could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so I know all about being in my head a lot because just naturally as air signs, that's just how we are. So yeah, what happens is in the beginning is in the beginning stages of getting out of environments that were maybe a little chaotic, the beginning stages of not having any issues can feel like boredom, but it's really just about your perception. You're not bored, you're at peace, and you just can't really, you don't really identify with peace, or maybe it's just been a long time since you've been at peace that it can come off as if it is boredom. However, you just have to shift your perception from that because it's actually really positive. See, being at peace, that means you have nothing. There's nothing in the way. There's nothing in the way of you achieving your goals, of healing, of evolving, of ascending because you're at a place of peace. So embrace the energy of peace. That's what I'm here. That's just my intuitive message. Now I'm going to get into the textbook and see what it is that it's saying. So it says, let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. Beautiful. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. It says, if you've been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you're being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all of the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. So this is a really beautiful message. You're shifting into a new energy, I also heard while I was reading is the calm after the storm. Yeah, it's the calm after the storm. That's what's going on. At one point in time, see, in order for you to value peace, you have to take your back. Sometimes you have to go down memory lane. Think about the times where you really just wanted peace. Like, I just don't want to have to worry. I don't want to have my anxiety high. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of arguing. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of looking over my shoulders. See, in the beginning, it may, peace can feel like boredom, but it reaches a point where you really start to enjoy peace. And then it goes from boredom to, I actually value this. And then once you start to value your peace, anything that's going to cost you your peace, your mindset is going to be, it's too fucking expensive. If it costs me my peace, it's too goddamn expensive. So it's just the beginning stages. All right? It's all about shifting your perception. All right. It can feel like boredom. Peace can feel like boredom. Peace can feel like loneliness. But ultimately, this is all for a greater purpose. So just trust the process. Now we're going to move on to Air Guardian. Shift your perception. Let's get into the textbook definition. So it says, change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. I just heard, stop looking at yourself as a victim. That's for somebody specific. You're not a victim. What you experienced wasn't to break you. It isn't because you just have some terribly bad luck or anything like that. You experience what you experience as a catalyst to your growth, as a catalyst to your evolution. A lot of us, I just have this really strong energy that some of our worst days are over. And no, that doesn't mean that bad times are gone. I just think our perception of bad times are a lot different. I know for me, I used to look at bad times as woe is me. Like, what in the fuck? Like, from childhood till now, like, when do I catch a fucking break? I used to have that mentality. I really did. There was a period in time where I remember, like, you know, talking to my spirit guides, or at that point I was religious, talking to God and the universe, like, why the fuck? Like, when does my happy days happen? Because I had a really, really, really hard childhood. So when I started to experience stuff in my adulthood too, I'm like, yo, what in the fuck? Do y'all not like me? Like, you know? But now as I grow, I've grown and I've evolved and I've healed a lot, or I'm on a healing journey. I'm not done healing. I think healing comes with highs and lows. I don't think healing is ever really fully over. However, you know, since I've been addressing things that I need to heal from, especially in my childhood, I don't look at hard times as like the universe is beating me up. The universe is trying to teach my hard-headed ass something, and unfortunately, some people have to learn the hard way to learn. Most people do, because when everything is going right, you're not looking for a lesson. You feel like everything is going right. What the fuck do I need to learn? Everything is, you know, going right. It takes for things to go wrong. It takes for you to fall on your ass to be like, wait the fuck a minute. What is going on? And actually do some self-reflecting. So, once again, I'll say for a lot of the collective, some of your worst and hardest days are over. And it's not because bad times are just going to disappear, but your perception about them are going to change. So you're going to navigate them differently. Get what I'm saying? All right. So it says the Air Guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly. Oh my gosh, you want to know what's so crazy? When I said the calm after the storm, in my head I'm like, I heard the song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You know, it's the calm after the storm. You have no distractions. You have nothing in your way right now. So really embrace this energy, and that is what peace. That's peace. When you have nothing in the way of you achieving what you need to achieve, and even if it comes up, you're going to tackle it head on and keep on moving. Your whole perception of it is going to be different. And that's you seeing things clearly. That's the calm after the storm. There are no distractions. There are no hurdles in your way. Anyway, so it says, so these angels can help you overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You're being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perception can be wrong. If you're being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You're being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only be open for you if you're ready to do the internal work to support them. So, this is what I just seen. Like, I had a visualization as I was reading that. There's somebody that got out of a toxic connection. They are now single. Um, and their perception of getting out of the toxic connection and being single is, I wasted my time with this person, and now I have nobody and I'm by myself and I'm all alone. That's somebody's perception. But somebody's spirit guides is saying that you needed to experience that relationship and everything that went wrong in it. And now during this time where you consider yourself to be all alone, this is the time that I want you to spend to reflect on that relationship, different patterns within yourself, different things that you need to work on within yourself, because the reality of the situation is right now you need to be alone to reflect, so that when we do send you your partner, you'll be ready to receive them. Maybe you need to be, I just heard set boundaries. Maybe you're someone who does not know how to set boundaries. You need to be alone to build your self-confidence, to build your self-worth, so that when you come into another connection, you can set boundaries and not feel guilty for setting boundaries. You're supposed to be by yourself right now. Shadow work, inner work, it has to be done. We all have to do it. And sometimes it can be really hard to focus on self and what you need to focus on within yourself if you're surrounded by noise and energy. So yeah. All right, let's move on. We have Druid. Hold the space. For some reason, it's something about like, what I heard is almost like holding the energy. Like, all right, let's see. Hold the space. It says hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Boom. So somebody, they want to get into something. It's too like it's just not enough. If you're used to your dopamine being up, those hits of dopamine and get your blood worked up, get your blood pressure all high and your heart pounding, and you're used to that. You're used to those hits. Arguing with somebody, finding something in your spouse's phone or whatever it may be. You're used to your dopamine levels being high. And now you're at a place where there isn't really anything going on. You know, maybe you might have your like regular routine, you go to work, you whatever, but it's just not enough going on. You're looking to hop into something, to silence out, you know, to try to drown out what you perceive as loneliness, what you perceive as boredom. But Spirit said no. Don't go run to any distractions. Sit with yourself. Sit with yourself. It's like a natural human response. Nobody really wants to have to, especially if this is a situation where you've been hurt. I just heard it. I just heard another message. So especially if it's a situation you came out where things didn't go as planned. You're heartbroken over that. You know, it didn't feel good. And you don't want to, you're spending a lot of time in your head. And why you rather be in your head versus being in your body, because you don't want to have to deal with the emotions that are in your body. So you try to stay in your head. And in order for you to stay in your head, you want to stay busy. You want to stay, maybe I'll pick up a boxing class, or maybe and don't get me wrong, it's so beautiful to have like, you know, healthy hobbies. But if you're only trying to run to do something to distract yourself from feelings or emotions, that's not a good thing. It's not going to benefit you in the long run. The pain doesn't go anywhere. The trauma doesn't go anywhere. It stays in the body. At some point, you're going to be brought back into your body. It's like pressure bust pipes. At some point, it'll be a situation. You're sitting here, you're holding on trauma. You have all this unprocessed grief, all this unprocessed emotions. And then you're going through life trying to ignore them. I'm going to stay busy. I'm going to get some money. I'm going to whatever. Hurry up and find somebody else to date and love on so I can distract myself from whatever. At some point, it's going to be something that happens that triggers you and you're going to blow your shit. And it's not going to be because of the one little trigger. It's going to be from accumulation of stuff that you've accumulated and you tried to brush off and you're not processing and you're not willing to address. It says hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. I don't know what it says. It says Isles. I don't really know how to pronounce it. So they had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. It says when the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your situation. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, you're walking into the unknown. The anxiety, if there is anybody who's experienced a great deal of anxiety, it's because they're walking into the unknown. If you told yourself, well, I'm going to be with this person forever. This is going to be my friend forever. Maybe you've had to distance yourself from certain family members. And maybe you just didn't envision your life without having certain people a part of it or having to cut out certain habits or escape certain environments. You're walking into an energy that feels unknown, and unknown can be a very, very scary place. But your spirit guides want you to trust what's happening. See, normally when everything is crumbling, you start losing stuff. Your response is like, what the fuck? Everything is going wrong. But the universe, in order to give you new, to give you better, they normally it normally tears everything down first. It normally doesn't happen really peacefully and sweet. Especially if they're trying to rip you away from an energy that doesn't serve you anymore, or where it's trying to take you. It says when the Druid card appears in a reading, okay. It says if you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perception. Y'all, I'm sorry, but when I get synchronicities, it blows me. Now, mind you, this is the card that I'm reading. But before we got that, so somebody is really in their head because this is two cards saying the same thing. Now, this card says Air Guardian, shift your perception. I'm on Druid, where it's also saying don't change your plans or do anything drastic. It's it's saying if you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time for you to shift your perception. Your guides want to get that particular message across more than anything. Shift your perception about what is happening. You're not lonely. You're not lonely. You're not bored. You have free time to fully invest in yourself. Look at it like that. I have free time to fully invest in myself. Now that I'm alone, now that I'm in my solitude, I don't have to worry about pouring it into any. I can spend a full-time amount of time, a great deal of time pouring into myself versus a connection or a friendship or my family members. This is why this is happening. More times than not, when shit ain't making sense, it's your spirit guides, it's the universe recalibrating a plan that is more favorable for you and where the universe is going to take you, which is normally in a better place than what you were in. It just works in mysterious ways. It might have beat you up a little bit before it took you there, but there will be a point where you're looking back and like, oh shit, I see why now. Now I get it. It didn't make sense before, but I get it now. Look at me. I'm so confident. I have so much I spent so much time building myself up, loving on myself. I always would tell myself how much I want somebody to love me this way and that way. But with this time of being alone, I love myself this way and that way. And now that is what is that now like attracts like, right? You spend so much time loving on yourself, building yourself up, that now that's what you radiate. That's what you radiate. Love for yourself. So now when you do attract people, they're going to want to give you what you're already giving yourself, because that's just the energy that you put out. You don't know why the universe decided to sit you with yourself, but it's for a reason. That's for damn sure. So it says, don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before making any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Beautiful message. Sum it up. The word, the theme of the next few months for you, because mind you, it is not the new year yet. March is the beginning of the new year, when spring starts. From now to March, spend some time with that as a theme. Shifting your perception. Shifting your perception. This person didn't treat me this way because I'm not worthy. This person treated me this way based off of what they're going through and the demons they're fighting and their insecurities. Shift your perception about things, certain things that happen throughout the day. Things that would typically trigger you and piss you off. Every time it happens, try to shift how you look at it. You're in traffic. There's somebody driving slow as fuck. Normally, this would piss you off. Put your feet on the gas, Grandma. Or whatever it may be. Maybe let's shift our perception to, maybe the universe is trying to slow me down because further up the road, or if I was moving a couple miles per hour faster, I'd be in that accident that's going to happen who knows how long down the road. You get what I'm saying? Just try to take the time to shift your perception about things, okay? All right, so I'm going to wrap this message up with some angel numbers. I got a new deck of cards, y'all. Excited to use them. So let's close it out with a little bit more advice. And I'm going to send you all on your way to enjoy the rest of this week. Shifting your perception, doing practices of shifting your perception. The mind is a muscle. You got to work it out. So you're going to have to do it. To build that muscle, you got to keep doing it. It's not going to be easy. Just like when you lift that weight, like you ain't been in the gym in a long time. You spent most of your life looking at things really negative. And then now for the first time, you're trying to shift your perception and look at it positively. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. But repetition is how you get better. Okay. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family, with the greatest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is it that their spirit guides and their higher self? I really feel like a lot of these messages came from your higher self. But what is it that their higher self wants them to hear and know the most to close out this reading? Block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Thank you so much. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let's see. This is the collective needs to hear and know the most at this time to close out this reading, Spirit. What is it that the collective needs to hear and know the most at this time to close out this reading, Spirit? Okay, we have 0440. So it says intuition. It says the gut feeling. Intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. It says follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. So before I even get into that, follow your gut. You know, like I was telling you all, you guys are in your head a lot. Spirit wants you to get out of your head and get in your body. And honestly, Your intuition, if you spend more time in your head than you do in your body, then that means that your intuition is blocked, because your intuition is a gut. It comes from the gut. It doesn't come from your mind. Like, for example, like when I do my pick a card readings and I'll have 3 crystals out and I let you all choose from which of the 3 crystals, I always tell you to go for whichever crystal you were drawn to in the first 3 to 5 seconds, to pick that one, because that came from your intuition, and anything longer than that, you're probably in your head making the decision. So get out of your body, get out of your head and get into your body, because of that, there are certain things that you may miss that your intuition is trying to show you. Anyway, it says follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. And it says 3 is a crowd. So think about that. For somebody who's deciding, and this is for someone specific, whoever somebody is dealing with somebody else's person, or, you know, is playing like the side, the sneaky link, or you're dealing with somebody who is involved, Spirit is trying to give you a warning sign through this. First of all, we are in year 8. That is the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol. Infinity is all about what goes around comes around. 8 is more... 8 itself, the number, that's a message in itself, but the shape of it is also a message. It's the infinity symbol, meaning whatever happens goes back around. Whatever you do comes back around, because we're in year 8, probably even faster than normal. So that was for somebody specific, but just in general, you know, if you're not messing with somebody's man, that wasn't for you. But for somebody, that was for somebody specific. And if you are, that's what you want to do, that's what makes you happy, do your thing. But just understand, whenever that dies out, because it will at some point, let's be honest, understand that your time is going to come back around too. At some point, you'll be the main person while your person is having another person behind your back. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. I don't want to take it because I feel like it fell and didn't fly. But I'll take it. It says 777. Good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, a divine intervention. It says this message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You are, because you're in the unknown. You're in the energy of the unknown. So you're not certain about what's to come. Change your perception. The space had to be cleared so I can see. Here's the thing. Sometimes blessings can't make their way into your life because you don't have the space for it. So that's why them tower moments, like I ain't gonna lie. Like that's why I said perception is everything. My whole perception of tower moments, especially because now I am on the other end, I am in the calm after the storm. It makes sense to me why it seemed like nothing was working out. It was clearing space so that my blessing, once I got certain people, friendships out of my energy, I moved from the environment that I was in. The way the blessings pour into me now, like pour in the space that I'm in now, it makes sense as to why everything was fucking going to shit and it didn't make sense to me. It makes sense later. I promise it does. Shift your perception about what's happening. So anyway, this message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You will come out winning from everything that may come your way. It is also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Anything else, Spirit? Damn, 34 minutes. Can't make them. I be trying to make them short, y'all. Talk too much. One more, Spirit. There we go. I like that. That's loose. That was the flyer. 1144. Crazy. I get these ones a lot. 1122, 1144, 1154. I don't know why I get those numbers so much. But anyway, it says high vibes. Divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, higher calling. You have a higher calling. You had to be pulled out of your energy because where you're being taken to, people couldn't come. The old whatever was going on just can't come to where you're going. But it says love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. Didn't I tell y'all? Look, when spirit takes away from you, they're trying to replace it with something better. Just let them take it. Surrender to the process. It says it will be better. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity and exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So what's coming in for you is even greater than what you would have expected. Shift your perception. Shift your perception. All right, so this has been your message. If this resonated in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, subscribe. It is just a beautiful way to energetically donate back to my channel, to our channel, because this ain't just for me. This ain't for me, this for us. But if it's resonated in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, subscribe. It's a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. But until next time, I love y'all so, so much.